G'day, Kevin Hillier and Stephen Thom previewing round 2 of the Western Region Footy League. We're going to start off in Division 3, Tomsy. Let's have a look at what is now a blockbuster game between North Sunshine and Auburn-Vale.
Yeah, it is. It turns out it will be a big event. I mean, 12 months ago you wouldn't have said that. You would have tipped Auburn-Vale very comfortably. But North Sunshine with that great win over Braybrook last week, their confidence will be sky high. A lot of new players in the club. Also, Auburn-Vale, they've set their sights in 2015 for a big year. Yeah, I'm going to go with Auburn-Vale to get home in that one, but I'll tell you what, North Sunshine, what we've heard during the week, we'll take it right up to them.
Beep, beep. I'm on the road runners. Wyndham Suns take on Braybrook.
Yeah, look, Wyndham Suns, don't know much of them. Got to be honest, don't know much of them. As you mentioned last week in the review, we'll hear a lot more of them, no doubt. Braybrook will be bitterly disappointed with that loss last week over North Sunshine, but I might go for a bit of a turn up here. Wyndham Suns, I reckon, might get 2 in a row. And saying that, I don't know a lot of them, but what we have heard, they've got some good, tough, hard players, and they have a red-hot go. So Braybrook, travelling away from home, might find it pretty tough.
You dirty, filthy turncoat. It's Braybrook for me. Tarneit are taking on Sanctuary Lakes.
Who are you going with first? This one. Go on. This is going to be a great game. Tarneit, second year of the competition, a great win in round 1 last week. Sanctuary Lakes, it's still a young club. They would have expected to win last week, I think, Sanctuary Lakes. They'd be pretty disappointed the way they went about it. I'm going to go with Tarneit to get home in this one, home ground advantage.
Sanctuary Lakes for me, and Parkside take on Laverton.
Times change. I'm going to go with Laverton to get home here. Parkside's still a lot of work to be done there, which we know, which we understand. Only, a couple of their senior players from last year's premiership side. And I think Laverton, after a loss last week, I think they'll have the vibes that they can beat Parkside. I don't know if they've ever done it. I don't even know if they've ever played in the past, just quietly. But I reckon Laverton might get the 4 points there.
So do I. Caroline Springs take on Wyndham Vale. That'll be our match of the day on the radio on 88.9 Win FM in Division 2. I reckon Wyndham Vale will win this.
Oh yeah, look, I reckon they will too. Wyndham Vale, I think, are going to be definitely be one of the sides that are up there in 2015. Look, Caroline Springs, they'd be disappointed in their second half last week against West Footscray to be up in the game, in the contest, and get blown away like that. That's not very good, not very comfortable. So they'd be disappointed, but. Wyndham Vale, they're a good side. They're on the right track. They know what they're doing. So for me, the 4 points as well.
Sunny Heights will take on West Footscray. West have got to win that.
Yeah, West Footscray should win that pretty comfortably. Sunshine Heights, the word rebuilding's not there. They're going through a lot of hard times. They're surviving, and that's the main thing at the moment. Just keep earning that respect. Saying that, up at Sunshine Heights too, make sure that West Footscray, they're going to make sure that they're well aware it won't just be an easy contest. Sunshine Heights will make sure they fight tooth and nail to make a contest out of every game, and especially next week against West.
2 round 1 winners, North Footscray and Glen Orden. Gee, this is a hard one to pick. I think I might go for the Hawks.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go with North Footscray. I think their depth, they're recruiting. I can't remember a club picking up 18 or 20 new players in one go. They've done a great job down there. Bazaborlace and Walshy as coaches, and the whole club. Glen Orden, Stu Daly, I think he's on track 2 down, no doubt, with Glen Orden. But North Footscray, I'd say we'll get the points.
Manor Lakes are at home to Yarraville Seton Eagles. So I've got a feeling that the home team will win that one.
Yeah, Manor Lakes for me as well. Once again, as you mentioned, we don't know, just how well they're travelling throughout the week, Manor Lakes. But I would say, after a good pre-season by reports, and it's still the unknown with Manor Lakes, I think they'll come home there as well.
Let's move to Division 1. Hoppers Crossing will be hosting Port Melbourne Colts, both winners in round 1. Hoppers have had a week off, obviously playing on the Good Friday, and Colts... I just think Hopper's young running players will just be a bit too good for the Colts. Was a bit too quick for them.
Look, I agree. With Mead in that side, Skipper in good form in the first round, Kitchen, Riosa, and that they've got a good setup there. Hoppers Crossing, I think they're going to be one of the teams that'll be up in the mix even at the end of the year. And I just think poor Colts might not have the depth to get away with them over at Hoppers Crossing. Saying that, Colts' win last week will give them a lot of belief. And Brad Julia, work in progress over there. He's just developing a new squad, and he'll make sure that they take everything before him next week. Poor Colts, but Hoppers Crossing will get it.
2 losers from round 1. Spotswood take on St Albans. This is a really hard game to pick. It's hard to get a form line on Spotswood when you look at how poor poor they were against Deer Park in round one. St Albans, they've lost a lot of players, got a lot of new players in there, so it's hard to get a form line on them. Just think Spotty might show a bit of resolve on their home ground and get up.
Well, you'd think so. Once again, they've had a big turnovers. Both clubs have had a big turnover, but St Albans have lost a couple of their big, taller timber players that have moved on. They've got a bit of youth in the side now, some run, some leg speed, some extra players through that midfield that they want. Look, what I seen of Spotty in the second half last week, Kev, I don't know they're going to bounce back for a couple of weeks. Their body language hurt me watching it more than anything because a lot of them didn't even want to get near a contest, unfortunately, in that second half. So I'm going to go with St Albans.
All right, Altona, who had a surprising win in round one against Werribee Districts, take on Deer Park. Altona with Post back, with Tyler Hillier back in their side, Travis Lenardi's back over there, but Deer Park were good.
Deer Park were awesome last week in that second half. They showed the class and the run and skill, and they're very well balanced. And some of their younger guys in that side, they've stamped themselves as playing senior football for at least for half the season, not all the season and beyond. I think there's a big future for them. Look, the Altona boys, Deer Park for me will win this, but the Altona boys, you're right. I reckon they're going to be a big improver in 2015, and they'll be pretty keen to they'll want to win it, no doubt. But the main thing is they want to make it more than competitive. And when you got guys like young O'Leary, who I am a big rap for young O'Leary, Daniel O'Leary in that side, and the players that you just mentioned for Altona, this is a big test for them next week, and it's a great test because this will get to see what improvement they've made even over the the summer months and for 2015. But Deer Park.
Yep, me too. Albion take on Sunshine. Sunshine making their first appearance in the competition because they had the bye in week one. So really it's hard to get a form line on them. They have lost Rusty Douglas and a few other players. And Albion, well, they're young, but I think they might lose.
Look, Brendan Hallinan's he's done a good job. They've picked up a lot of new players down at Sunshine Kangaroos, a lot of the unknowns. And once again, from the Essendon District, you hear about them, but I haven't seen them personally play. Here's some good reports, which is good for them. It's at Albion, Kev. Yep. There'll be some form of reunion, some form of
There'll be a marquee with blokes drinking in it.
Full of abuse towards every Sunshine Kangaroo player, support, or whatever it may be. You're right, this is a tough one. I'll go with Sunshine. I'll go with Sunshine but would not be surprised if Albion get up there. But this will be I can't wait to hear the scores throughout the day with this game.
All right, keep the radio coverage in mind, 88.9 Win FM. That's Steve Thom. I'm Kevin Hillier. Good night for now.